Hey guys, Eric here, and welcome back to another AVS Forum Home Theater of the Month. This room was chosen as a September winner. This is a really cool one, so make sure to check it out. But first, hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. We have a new Home Theater of the Month at the end of every month, so you don't want to miss out. Now let's dive into this one. In 2009, Mike found AVS Forum and began reading and asking questions and soaking up as much as he could. He had an apartment with a Yamaha home theater in a box, and from there he was hooked. Mike got married and started a family, which put his home theater dreams on hold, but during that time, he was learning the ins and outs about building his home theater. He actually planned to build it in his previous home, but him and his wife started their family there, and the years went by without ever getting the opportunity to do it. He has 3D models spanning 10 years of various designs and iterations that eventually led to the theater he has today. Mike and his family built their current house in New Jersey in 2020, which allowed Mike to finally see his long-stalled plans come to life. The detailed planning happened over the course of a year and in phases throughout his home's build. His design goals were quite specific. He wanted the theater to have a clean cinema look, a smaller version of a commercial cinema. He also wanted precise bass with the ability to play it as loud as he wants, any time of the day or night, without waking his kids sleeping 2 floors up or losing the tactical bass. Of course, he wanted to be able to play the latest object-based surround sound technologies such as Dolby Atmos and DTS-X. The primary activity in this home theater would be watching movies, but he also wanted to play video games and stream TV shows as well, and wanted 6 seats, though that became 7 seats after having 6 friends over. Finally, the all-in budget needed to be under $50,000. While Mike did the room design, 3D modeling, and blueprints himself, most of the construction was done by the home builder, Rockwell Customs, using standard materials. He wanted the AV equipment to be accessible, but out of sight. The back left wall has a cutout where the equipment sits in a custom rack. All the cables were run to that area, which has a small thermostat that controls a smart plug powering a whisper-quiet exhaust fan. This auto-regulates the temperature of the AV closet to ensure it never gets above 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Another, larger niche at the front of the room holds the LCR speakers and 2 subwoofers behind the screen. The speaker niche is lined with acoustic foam panels to prevent speaker boundary interference and kill any reflections from the wall behind or to the sides of the speakers. This greatly improved dialogue and overall sound of the speaker system. Not one to forget about image quality, Mike took great care around the screen as well. The front of the room has triple black velvet above the screen on the ceiling, below the screen on the ledge, and to the sides of the screen to remove reflections and deepen the already very inky blacks from the Epson 5050 UV projector. Naturally, such a build is not without some problems. He wanted a single entry and exit, but due to the building code, this wasn't possible. However, it turned out very well. The side door was in the exact right place to put a floor-to-ceiling acoustic panel that matched one on the other side, so the door is fully hidden behind that panel. In addition, Mike wanted to keep the sound from the theater room from leaking into the rest of his house. He was concerned about the sound, especially bass, being audible and disturbing his kids. By putting the theater in the basement, doing some soundproofing with insulation, and adding tactile transducers to the seats, virtually no sound reaches upstairs into his kids' rooms. It took about 8 months to complete the house and another 2 months to finish the theater. The builder delivered the space exactly to his specs. Everything was just what he had asked for. Walking into the almost finished room turned out to be one of the greatest moments in the entire process. That's when it really hit him that his longtime dream of having a home theater was actually going to happen, and soon. It also kicked him into gear to get it finished ASAP. Once he fired up the system, he was in awe. He currently uses an Epson 5050 UV projector on a silver ticket 158-inch acoustically transparent screen. For its receiver, he has a Marantz SR6011 that drives all speakers except the 2 overheads. For that, he uses an Audio Source Amp 100 VS 2-channel power amp. To drive all his 6 transducers, he uses a Crown XLS 2000 power amp. His transducers are Clark Synthesis TST209s. His room dimensions are 21.5 feet long by 14.5 feet wide with 9-foot ceilings. He has 7 Valencia Pavilion seats. Mike calls his theater the Sineca Cinema, which shares its name with a local high school. And the cost? $36,591, which includes the builder's finishing costs for the theater room. That's amazingly low and well within his budget, especially hiring contractors to do most of the work. I have no doubt that the Sineca Cinema looks and sounds fantastic. All that's left to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Bravo!